Hey everybody, yo, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's feeling good. I hope everybody's doing sway. Yo, today, we're reacting to the Prince family documentary. Look, part one. We've been asked to do this for a while. Like, I ain't gonna cap a while. And it's been like busy because we like try to do it, but we have so many requests. But yo, I just decided, yo, why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling sway. Let's get into the video. Hey, I like the cha-cha.
We see like my grandma and my mom and stuff standing in front of the screen door, and my stepdad had pushed my grandma through the screen door.
Dang, what? Wow. Dang,
Me and my brother was like, oh no, fuck this shit, whatever, woo, let's get it, man, let's go. After that happened, I remember the police showed up, the police came, the ambulance, fire truck.
Oh, don't do it to me, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Man, how them they gon' judge who we came from? Hey, we ain't never had enough. We was living life. Now we good, now we straight, now we are. Now we good, now we straight, now we are. How the world they gon' judge who we came from? The bottom, we ain't never had enough. We was living life. Now we good, now we straight, now we are. Now we good, now we straight, now we are. Now we up. Now we Gucci. I rock
right when I opened the screen door.
Hey, that's my joint though. Don't count, man. That's my joint. I ain't gonna lie to you.
My stepdad, you know, he hit my brother in the face with a pot.
Dang,
he stabbed.
Bro, he hit you in the face with a. What, his brother in the face with a pot?
One of them long barbecue forks, some thongs, whatever. And then I was just in shock, man. I ended up falling on the ground inside the snow, bleeding everywhere. I remember neighbors coming outside. They was bringing me blankets and pillows. And then the ambulance came. Police came, and they cut my whole shirt off, whatever.
Man, that has to be mad traumatic. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Blood everywhere, and then they ended up hitting me like in a stretcher, took me to the hospital and stuff. And then like after that, you know, that night, we never went back home. They put us in, I guess, their custody or whatever you want to call it. It wasn't like no juvenile center, but it felt like it. Me and my brother, we was crying and stuff because we didn't know where we was going.
Yeah.
We knew we wasn't going back home to our mom. We ended up staying with my auntie for like 6 months.
Dang.
And she basically, we was in foster care with her for 6 months. And we had to like change schools and just basically change our whole lifestyle. It just wasn't the same anymore. Like when I was 17.
She got emancipated, right?
I got emancipated.
Right.
So my mom ended up signing her rights over to my dad. And my dad was like, you ain't 18 yet. You got to move in with me. I'm still responsible for you. So I ended up moving in with my dad. I was 17, I had no money at the time. So I told my dad, I was like, hey, you know, I used to ask for money from my dad and stuff. He never gave me no money. He always told me, you got to go get a job or something. But I felt like my dad, my real dad, I felt like he was doing more for his stepkids than he was doing for me, his real
Dang.
kids. I felt like,
wow, really?
as my dad, you supposed to support me. So he made me get a job. And I was just like, all right, cool. And I went to apply for Little Caesars. They said, the only thing we have available is shaker board. And I was like, what's shaker boarding? They said, the person that hold the sign in the corner and check the sign like this. I actually felt embarrassed. I was on the corner of like State and Coliseum. That's where like all the traffic be at. You know what I'm saying? So everybody named Mama seen me, friends from school seen me over there. I was just like, I ain't gonna lie, when I held the sign, I was holding it like this over my face. So you couldn't like see my face, but people still see me on the corner. I got my first check, it was like $200. I was like, oh, hell yeah. I went inside, I told the manager, I said, listen, bro, give me more hours. Little Caesars was going good for me. And I still was with this girl, which is my ex-girlfriend now. And then, you know, we wanted something new. So we decided to move away. And we was about to move to Arizona. Me and her, we both quit our jobs. We packed up everything. And after that, we hit the highway, we dipped out. All we had in the car was clothes. I guess like, the dude that she was messing with, like, I guess this dude that she was messing with took her virginity. Okay, he took her virginity, and females be like, oh my gosh, you know, he took my virginity. They be on their feelings about that stuff.
Yeah. Hey, sure that took, wait, nah, ain't nobody take my, you know, no comment.
That stuff really don't matter to me. When we was down there, like, every day I'd be at the crib, because at the time, that's when I was trying to do YouTube, but I was doing, like, I was playing like video games, NBA 2K and stuff. It really wasn't working out for me. This was like years ago. When I always be up all night editing videos, so like I wake up in the afternoons. But like every morning, her grandma or like her aunties would ask her to go to the store and stuff. But the whole time I was sleeping, she was actually going to the store for her aunties, but she actually was meeting up with her ex-boyfriend.
Wow.
That took her virginity. Basically, just like played the shit out of me. One day, she came in her room crying, and she was just like, "I don't want to be with you no more, Damien." I said, "What you mean?" I thought it was a joke or a prank, but she was like, I'm done, I'm through. But I didn't want to believe it. She basically made me quit my job, move across country, sold everything, gave up everything. And I said, "What am I supposed to do?" She said, "Just go back home." You know, like when couples get into arguments, people leave, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm about to go cool down, I'll be back in a couple hours. So that's what happened. I came back, she wasn't there. And so I was just like, all right, cool. So I ended up falling asleep inside the car. Outside her people's house. And then I woke up in the morning, knock at the window. I woke up, I said, "What the fuck, what's going on?" It was the police. The police was knocking at my window, and I rolled the window down and said, "What's going on?" They said, "Sir, you have to leave." I said, "What you talking about?" It was just like, well, neighbors called the police, said somebody was sleeping outside in their car. I said, "Oh, me and my girl, we got some argument, but you know, we working on things." They was like, "Well, why don't you go up there and knock on the door?" I was just like, let me just call her. She blocked me.
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
So I'm asleep outside in the car in front of her parents' house, or in front of her auntie's house. I was just like, she answered her phone. I was like, "I'll call back in a little bit." He was like, "To be honest, I don't think they want you here." And that's what the police officer told me. So that leads me to believe that one of her people called the police on me for him to tell me that I don't think they want you here.
Right.
You know, so.
That's crazy. Honestly, that's petty right there on some real stuff. Like, I mean, I understand, you know what I'm saying? We all get older. If you don't want to be with that person, you got to be with that person. But don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a sense, he basically uprooted his whole life to be with this female. And for her to do him like that, you know what I'm saying? Any guy, or if a guy do that to women, like, even with dudes that be trapping the women, I don't believe in that. Like, that's weak. Why would you do that to a girl? If she want to leave you, she going to leave you, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I never liked that right there.
I had no choice at the time but just put gas in the car, and I just drove back to Indiana. But I already quit my job. I ain't have nothing. So me and my brother moved into an apartment together, and at the time I was working at Little Caesars, and I started doing YouTube at the time. I was like taking YouTube seriously. And I had like my first channel that I probably had like 100 channels on YouTube. One of my channels had like 20,000 subscribers on it. And you know, I was making a little bit of money. Long story short, my highest check was like $700 for the month.
Jesus.
This was like years ago, $700. One day, I'm playing the game, recording my video, the lights cut off. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm thinking it was a power outage or something. You know what I'm saying? So I looked out the window. I see everybody else, Chris. Their apartment still lit up. I called my bro. I was like, "Yo, nigga, what's up with the lights?" He said, "Oh, bro, I ain't paid a light bill in 4 months." I said, "Nigga, what?" Man, I called the light company. They said, I think our light bill was like $1,000. So I had a brand new camera. My highest check on YouTube was like $700. I'm about to get fresh, because that's a lot of money back then to me. I had to basically get my YouTube check up, my biggest one that I had, and then I had to take my camera back, or I had to pawn my camera just to pay the light bill to get it back on. After I paid to get that stuff cut back on, my brother, he just basically just stopped coming around.
What?
But we had a crib together, and our rent was $750 a month. That's not including water, trash, and all the other stuff. So my brother left me hanging. I couldn't afford to live on my own there, but I was trying to manage. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to manage month to month. The next morning, we in there playing a game, me and my cousin, and all I hear is do at the door. I'm like, who the fuck at the door? Then I walked up to the door, I heard do. I looked at the peephole, and then just boom. Nigga kicked my door in, bro. Like when the door flew open, my head went back, I almost broke my nose. It was 4 niggas at the door and shit, bro. And them niggas was like, they came to rob me. They came to rob me for what I had. I ain't have much but a couple game systems, TV and shit. They came to rob me. It's crazy though, because the dude that came to rob me is my best friend, little brother that I was cool with for 9 years. When my best friend was like, "Can I bring my little bro over?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's your little bro." He came through, we kicked it, and he came back.
Plotting. That's crazy, man. You gotta watch people like that, man. That be like I ain't never had nobody try to rob me, but you got those people that be coming around. You be looking, and you can peep like, nah, his energy off. You know what I'm saying?
3 days later, but he brought 3 other niggas that was from Chicago. I took off to the back of the apartment run. I said, call the cops, call the cops. These niggas try to rob us, whatever. And then the cops ended up picking me up, taking them to where they put them over at, and I had to ID all 4 of them niggas in their faces, like right there on the block. After that situation happened, you know, I was just like, very uptight with a lot of things.
Yeah, bro, you gotta be, man.
I was going back to the casino back and forth, and then one night I got lucky, and I made like 20,000 that night at the casino. And this is after my brother then played me with the light bill, the rent. I bounced back on my feet. I had 2 cars at the time. I had this Charger, I had a Dodge Charger, and then I had like a 300 Chrysler. And I let my older brother, get my 300 Chrysler. And one night I came home from Little Caesars, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, who the fuck banging at the door? I opened the door. My brother just stormed in the house, locked the door behind him. He said, bro, them niggas trying to get me, bro. They trying to kill me. They trying to kill me. I was like, who? I looked out the window. These niggas had a bat, just like bashing my car in. I guess the dude my brother was with, this white dude he was with, he got jumped at the club. And then my brother jumped in to help him.
Oh.
And then the dude my brother was with stabbed one of they dudes. So he drove right across the street to our house. And these niggas in 3 cars deep from the club, they followed my brother. My brother hopped out the car, didn't even turn it off. And these niggas just came out with bats and started bashing my shit in. My brother ran upstairs and I ran downstairs. I was in my drawers and shit. I had no socks. I was just in my drawers and a t-shirt. I said, get the fuck off my car. And then they almost ran me over. They didn't know who I was. I mean, I just ran outside. You know, after that, me and my brother, we ended up kind of like falling out after that situation because he basically just, I feel like he got one of my cars destroyed, left me with the rent, all that shit. Then I ended up just losing everything again.
Yo, I'm gonna exit off right here, and I'm gonna pick it up in the next episode. I mean, not the next episode. I'm gonna pick it up again. This is good. This is getting good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please don't forget to check the links in the description box below. And yo, have a good day, man. Adios, amigos. Peace.